So sad. Harry is powerless to divorce, making Markle. Charles and William refused to interfere. Hello, and a very warm welcome back to LVT News YouTube channel. We just found a new subject that we have got to talk about. So apparently, Harry and Meghan are planning to divorce before the end of the year. Of course, there are probably many reasons the two of them are splitting, but one big reason could be because Harry is simply not making enough money to make Meghan happy. And I know many people out there might disagree with me. The only scenario, though, that I can picture in which Meghan and Harry divorce is if they are ordered to do so by the monarch, because Charles and Diana were actually made to divorce by the late Queen. And as I understand it, the reason why the Queen ordered this divorce was thanks to Diana's unfortunate interview that she did with Martin Bashir, in which she answered the question put to her and said that she didn't think that Charles was actually qualified to become king. No, I don't believe King Charles was going to order Harry to divorce Meghan, because even though Meghan and Harry feel so much venom against the royal family, Meghan never came out and said that Charles should never become king. Now, Harry has said alive, but still. He's actually not said publicly that his father shouldn't ascend the throne. So there's really no basis for Charles to order them to get divorced. One question is, would Harry dare to begin divorce proceedings? I don't know. See, I've got a difficult time imagining that would happen because Harry has never said anything bad about Meghan, as far as we know. In fact, he's only ever made statements holding Meghan up on a pedestal or even using her as a battering ram with which to assault the integrity of his own family. Would Meghan initiate divorce proceedings? Well, yeah, I can imagine that happening, but only under certain conditions. Meghan would have to get a pretty famous divorce lawyer like Gloria Allred, and Ms. Allred would come up with a divorce strategy that is completely foolproof. That would make sure that Meghan would win. I mean, I think it would be easy, actually, because Meghan and Ms. Allred could compile so many horrible tapes and evidence that Harry is drug-addled, that he's out of control, that he's abusive, neglectful, or even an abusive parent. Probably it wouldn't be hard to portray Harry as a psychopath who has caused Meghan untold pain. Because after all, he is the only one in that marriage who has talked about any antisocial and illegal behavior. We've never heard a word from her about Meghan doing drugs. Only about wanting to hurt herself because of that cruel family. But luckily, she escaped somehow. Meghan has managed to keep her skeleton safely in the closet when it comes to her past. I mean, her private life seems to be pretty clean, least after she stopped working on the yachts. So I guess she would get Miss Allred to put into motion a divorce negotiation that would include about $100 million of hush money, some alimony, and probably even custody of invisible kids who can then be rescued and rehabilitated from their dysfunctional parents. I think $100 million, though, is the minimum that Meghan would be happy with. But I think there is no amount of money that the king would not pay to get back his damaged son and his miserable grandkids, too, if they're real. So I suspect the palace is going to have a good plan to help rehab Harry, and he's going to accept, like his uncle Andrew, he needs to be kept out of the public eye for many years. Now, when do I believe Meghan is going to make her move? I think as soon as she can be assured by her lawyer that she's going to make a lot of money and also get to keep that Duchess title. We know the latter is guaranteed because the king doesn't want to take back any titles given to his son by his mother. If he were to do that, then he would need to negate a royal action by his late mother. And I don't believe he wants to do a thing like that. And I suspect Meghan's going to be ready to make her final move as soon as she can find herself another billionaire to marry.